what? Usually I wait till the 8-minute mark to do things. I want to actually beat the raid. So I'm gonna actually start now. Hi, everybody. Today is a day. Today we have things and stuff. Hi, dang it. Hi, Mari. Wait, where's my stuff? Did I break I might have broken my thing. Hi, Mari. How are you? Welcome to the second half. You're gonna have the second half is going to get started with a bang, and by that, I don't even know. The Evie has been fed. The Evie has in fact been fed, which means that I have. Thanks, Blood. Hi, Blood. I love it when, like, out of nowhere, one of my mods just pins something. It's like, oh no, oh no. How are y'all doing? How's everybody? Welcome to the Elemental Stars raid train. The Elemental Stars debut everything. Thank you for fitting it. It's 99%. That makes it even better. If it's accidental pinning, that's even better. Also, general disclaimer, do not feed the Evie. The Evie needs to be fed on a regular basis, but not too much. Because if you do that, you end up with a I don't know. I'll know where I'm going. Start saying hi, Mary's wife. Is this an after midnight situation? No, not yet. That's like 2 hours from now in Britain. But hi, how's everybody doing? Since we are doing the full debut thing, normally for friends and stuff at this point, I'm just like, yeah, you know who I am. In this case, if you do not know who I am, I'm Evie Silkus. I'm a half Snow Dragon Witch. I'm a variety VTuber. I do mostly RPGs and randos. I am a member of the new Elemental Stars team, which is put together by Katie. I yap a lot. I play a bunch of RPGs. I do Pokemon stuff. I like randomizers. Yeah, welcome in. Hi, everybody. I immediately jumped on the computer just to say that. I mean, it's fair. It's valid. I'm pretty sure I've, like, been watching streams at my computer, and then, like, I will randomly have Twig walk over, like, loom over me, and then start typing on the stuff. Like, yeah, you know. This is also the beginning of the dragon block of the thing, because it's myself, and then we have Rose after me. So we've got 2 dragons in a row, which is good. It's a nice thing. We like Dwagos around here. And before anybody goes, but what about the Dragon Council? Do you see the bottom right down here? I have both logos. I can be a member of both teams. I am still a Dwagon in the Dwagon Council, and I can also be a star in Elemental Stars. Dragon Duo! Welcome in, everybody. I'm gonna go all the way up to the top and say hi to people, so give me half a second here. First of all, congrats on first Slasher. Welcome in. Hi, Azumi. Hi, Alk. Hi, Estelle, who says Star Eater is a dragon-type synchro monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! Please do not tell it about the Elemental Stars team. I can't promise.
Lizard.
I cannot promise. Hi, Strap Streams. And then Raiders, hi Estelle, I already said hi. Hi Llama-Lass, the Crab Slayer, I love that name. I said this when you came in at some point a few weeks ago or something. That is one of the best names ever.
Lizard. Hi
Mari, hi Katie, hi Twig, hi Rose, hi Blood. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Hi Ruby. I approve of this dual team thing, yeah. No, it's almost like when you're on, like, teams that are understanding that we're not going super hard into the, like, we're not trying to be a VTuber agency. We're just a bunch of friends that's doing cool stuff together. Hi, Berkey. Do you want to spam for the funny ones? Hang on to that thought. We've got 2 hours of yapping, think we want to spam the lizard and yaha emotes today, or things today. We can use them. We can use them tastefully, but maybe not spam them. I'm mostly concerned with that it's going to take 40 of one of them, and we're just gonna hear lizard, 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 which is coincidentally exactly what is going on in my brain most of every day. But I don't think y'all need to hear that. Lizard. See, exactly. It seems to be a hit with people. Gee, I wonder why. It's so good. So you went for one. Yeah, we'll find them over the course of the day. We have a couple hours. We've got time. We've very funny if you hit the Yoshi. It's true. But no, we've got time. We'll be good. We're just gonna hang out. We're gonna do stuff. Yeah. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is enjoying the raid train. That y'all enjoyed the music from Mari. I am not following that up with music. I'm following that up with incessant yapping because I don't know how to do anything else. An auto shout out? Yeah. We've got auto shout outs for the entire team. Because I set those up. I remembered, I'm gonna be honest, I was like 20 minutes out from stream and like waiting on food to be done, and I'm like, wait, shit, I didn't set anything up. I did not set up the stars things. Thankfully, it's a lot easier when there's 6, because you can just do that manually. Well, 5, because you can do that manually. You don't have to worry about like being like looking into some API for something. So the way that you have to do the auto shoutouts for the Dragon Council, which is 150 plus people deep, is you have to hook into an API, which gives you a list of channels, and then you have to compare to that list. We don't need to do that here. There's 5 people that I need to shout out. We can just do that. That's not difficult. Evie yapping? It's more likely than you might think. Don't worry, I've got my card today. At the top of the card says special interest yap. So what that means is y'all are screwed. Y'all are here and are stuck with me for the next 2 hours, well, hour 45 minutes now, while hour 50 minutes, while I yap about special interest things. The captive audience, you wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, in fairness, I'm pretty sure that most of y'all have heard most of these things before. I do have topics I'm pretty sure I've never talked about actually on stream before, but are fairly fitting, because one of the things I have always been interested in is actually astronomy. So the second that somebody mentioned stars, I was like, oh, count me in. Let's go. Back in the dark ages, like 2.5 months ago, when we were like, what is our name gonna be? What are we doing here? What is this whole thing that we're trying to get done? We're like back and forth about names, and there were like 4 or 5 like decent ones, and then somebody said elemental stars and was like, we found it. It's right there. The Dark Ages. Hi, Darkman. Speaking of Dark Ages. But no, one of the things I've like always been endlessly fascinated in, and I still watch videos about it all the freaking time, is astronomy. This stuff, like anything about the planets, anything about the stars, anything like, yes. Mari said elementals are element stars, and we twisted to elemental. Yeah. Thank you, Mari. I at this point, listen, I've had a lot happening in the last like 2 months. I don't remember where things. It is a miracle that I remember my own birthday. It is an actual miracle that I have like actual concrete plans for what's happening in 2 weeks. I'm not gonna talk about that. Well, I'm just gonna say my birthday's in 2 weeks. Y'all should also be there. That's all I'll say about my birthday today. We're mostly worrying about other stuff. Pride Pan stars, yeah. But no, it's a miracle that a 40 stream streak. Let's go. Thank you so much. And congratulations on your kitty 10. It's a shame that Ref hit his 100 or hit their 100 last stream, because that would have been, oh, that would have been so cool. A 100 for the debut would have been, oh, would have been so perfect. But we'll take 40s. We'll take anything. We'll take 70s. Those are fine too. That's so many. It's so weird. So it's like watching streamers that have both. Alright, we'll take. It's just the key to you train. You have to plan accordingly, not watch a stream or cover the streak to delay by one streak. That's fair. That's that's true. That we can work with this. But it was wild, like watching. So before I think any of us had stream streaks actually available, like watching certain streamers and seeing like stream streak of 240, stream streak of 150. I'm like, what? How? And then I don't know, I got my own and it's like, oh, I see. Your streak is now 1. It's okay, Katie. My streak is 2 in your channel. It didn't help that we perfectly overlapped like 2 streams ago. So there's not much that we could have done. Ivy dragons are known to be very bitey, but are they poisonous? Because if they're bitey and poisonous, that's probably not a good combination. Or maybe it's a very good combination. Maybe somebody likes that shit. Maybe that's somebody's thing. I don't know. Here's break a lot because of sleep and office days. Yeah, I mean, it's just... For anybody that has stream streaks that get broken, you do not feel bad about it. Like, nobody should feel bad about a stream streak breaking. It is hard for me to keep stream streaks going in basically any channel. There's one channel, that I have a stream streak of more than 5. That stream streak is 70, but that's because the timing's perfect. It is poisonous. Oh, it's venomous. It's poison if you're bitten and I die. It's venomous if I bite and you die. No comments. I mean, it's like, again, it's just one of those, like, stream streaks are really damn cool, as are lizards. But if you can't keep them up, then absolutely no problem. I appreciate anybody who is here ever. If that's here once every 2 months, if that's here every stream, I appreciate y'all nonetheless. If you bite the Ivy Dragon and you die, it's poisonous. I don't know how that works. Remember the 75 streak of, yeah, there, and then Twitch sometimes does things that just nukes your streaks out of nowhere? That's no fun. I think it's happening less now than it used to. But it still happens. It still definitely happens. If you bite and you die, it's a skill issue. You know? Yeah, that would qualify as a skill issue. All roads lead to dragon. I like these dragon facts from today. These will be put together in a tier list in a couple weeks. Petition to rename it skill issue Ivy? I mean, I don't know. I don't think we need to rename it skill issue Ivy. Mostly because we have a chaotic Ivy dragon. All roads lead to dragon transformation. It's like the magical girl transformation. It's like, except instead of turning something into a magical girl, it's like now you're just a dragon. Enjoy. I don't know. We can special interest app about dragons too. That's something we can do. we can do plenty of that. It is weird. It is very weird going live on a Sunday though. I've often gone back and checked when I've done like weird stream times and such, I didn't check when the last time I streamed on a Sunday was, but it's been a minute. And if it hasn't been a minute, it's been a minute since the second one we did. I think we did one. No, we didn't do one during subathon. I think we did one after subathon. But normally I do not stream on the weekends. Normally, so this is a cool little thing that we're doing, and it's all because of team debut stuff. So once again, if y'all are wondering why if you're here and we're not raiding in from somebody else, and you're like, what the hell is she talking about? I'm a member of Team Elemental Stars. It is myself, PacificWishes, aka Katie, Axon Estelle, Rose Demostrea, Mari Page, and Ruby Hexagon. All 6 of us are stars. We made our own stream team. We saw oh those other stream teams can do cool things. Let's make them ourselves. So we did that. So we just did that. The hurricane yap, there will be hurricane yaps. We just needed to not be in the middle of hurricane season. I definitely considered grabbing all sorts of graphics and having all sorts of things going on, and being like, and here's hurricane, and here's this hurricane, and here's this astronomy thing, and here's this thing about D&D, and here's this thing about dragons. I was very considering that, and then I realized how much effort that would take, and I was like, you know what? I can have the same impact by just yapping. I can have the same, we can do that. December or January Elemental Stars Hurricane Yap, yes. Or November. It depends on what the season is doing. Because right now the hurricane season is, as it should be, kind of slow. It is it's late June. Things haven't started going. Hi, Winter. Oh boy, time to Rick Roulette. I've never heard. Oh my gosh, Rick Roulette. Incredible. It doesn't have quite the same. Now that we all know that there's a Rickroll, well, 8 of them in the Dragon Facts, it doesn't quite have the same impact. The first one when nobody had remembered that was there, it was also mislabeled because of enter spaces. It was amazing. We had an Arthur, I guess. Did we though? I kept looking. I guess it wouldn't be an Atlantic A system if it actually looked like an A system. It just doesn't. There are 9 elemental types of dragons: fire, water, ice, air, jungle, earth, stone, light, and hamster dance. The Rickroll knew it needed to be in 8 parts to rig the system. It's true. There's a hamster dragon! A hamster dragon! So for those of you who are unaware, I am moving in about a month, which is the reason if I talk about hiatus stuff today, that is the reason why. I went to my stylist a couple weeks ago, who I love to death, and I am going to, the last appointment that I have with her, I am going to be sobbing for the entire appointment. I'm going to be sobbing and scheming of ways to drag her to New Hampshire with us. But we had this very silly conversation about how, because she grew up in the South, she grew up in Florida, she has, and with very, very, very Florida Southern parents, she has certain ways that she pronounces certain things that are not correct, and she has begun to realize this as she has left the deep, deep South to be in the just not deep South. She's like, yeah, what do you mean it's not Hampshire? And so we went down a rabbit hole and was like, oh no, we're moving to New Hampshire. So if I ever accidentally misspeak New Hampshire and say New Hampshire, that's where this comes from. This is a deep lore cut. It is now New Hampshire. Hamster Dramon. Is that gonna be our theme? New Hampshire. It could be. I mean, it could be. But then again, it is not a secret that I was moving. It's just one of those, like, Blizzard. Hi, Luna. New Hampshire. There were several silly ones that I wish that I could remember them, but I'm kind of in the. Okay, we're scatterbrained. We're jumping. Brain is jumping between 700 different things in peak ADHD form at the moment, and I'm not sure how to handle it. But it's fine. We have lizards to help us. We also have a hydrate. Y'all coming in from Mari's stream, y'all better also hydrate. Better. Because it needs to be done. But how was everybody's weekends? Ow. Before I get too deep into actual special interest yapping, I do want to show off a few things. New Hampshire and the United Stars of Animals. I'm gonna switch over to here. I normally don't come in here this quickly, but I do want to show off things before we go, like, too deep down the yap rabbit hole, because if I go too deep down the yap rabbit hole, what's going to happen is that we're going to be an hour and 50 minutes into stream and be like, oh shit, I have stuff I want to show off, and then I didn't do it. And then we're like, oh dang it, Apple. Hi, Ichi. But yeah, so this is our logo. We're Elemental Stars. It is new team. I am still trying to figure out where I'm going to put this logo on all of my scenes. I have too many logos. This is absolutely the Limes meme of I have too many limes, I can't carry them all, except they're all logos. Because I have my logo, I have the Dragon Council logo, because it's still Pride Month. By the way, it's still Pride Month. The Pride Hearts in places, and now we also have the Elemental Stars logo, and I'm just like, god dang it, where do I put all of these? You don't even put your personal logo on anything but Stream Start? I think I have found a good spot for it in that background of chat window. I think chat window is like the perfect place for it. It could be like, there are a bunch of different options, but it's like the kind of like faded out in the chat window seems to work nicely for it. But it's like the team logos need to not be faded out. They need to be like there. I just need a place for them. And I have very tight scenes. Like, I've built these with certain things in mind, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to rebuild them. So I need to make sure I find places to do things. How does that framework? Is it two parts or just lined up really good? Are you talking about the one where I am? The one, which frame? There's 3 of them. I already have one in chat window? Yeah. No, my logo's in chat window. The Dragon Council is next to my left ear, and the Elemental Stars is probably gonna go next to my right ear when it's not on the screen. The one I'm in, that is just a well-executed crop. It is a well-executed crop. So one of the cool things that we as VTubers tend to do is we will watch other VTubers. Hi, other VTubers in chat, which is most of you, including all of my team members from Elemental Stars and a bunch of team members from Dragon Council and a bunch of people that are adjacent to either one. One of the cool things that we can do as VTubers is go watch other VTubers and steal their ideas. It's the fun part about it though is that everybody acknowledges that everybody else does it, and so it's just like, yeah, that's cool. I think I was watching Queenie has a different model now, but I think I was watching Queenie, who is an old StarCraft streamer that does mostly like Marvel Rivals and stuff these days. And so I don't watch her very much, but I like hooked my head in at one point, and she had this really cool setup where she had herself effectively in a frame, kind of like this. And I was like, you know what? I can do that. And so I did. Persona! You remember huge debates going, oh, other VTubers never will watch you. And on my Oshi, I was like, what are you talking about? My Oshi was a time. That was a time, and I'm glad that I didn't engage in that. Also, I will, before this gets out of hand, we're not jumbling today. We're not jumbling today. The occasional one? All right, anything more than the occasional one? No. If I can't fit the full logo somewhere, could I sprinkle the stars around? It would not be distinct enough. I want to actually keep the logo. I can find a place for it. It's gonna go where the pan heart is as soon as Pride Month is over, and I cease to exist. I just go vanish, poof. As soon as Pride Month is over, which will be not next stream, but this actually 2 streams from now, we're just gonna put that logo in, and we're just gonna replace one of them. But yeah, it's I'm not actually worried about it. It's just one of those like, oh yeah, that's just a thing that I need to do. Can you eat the neon blue start? It looks like it tastes like blue raspberry. What does that even mean? Azumi? What does that mean? The neon blue start? Are you talking about a star? Did you just mistype? Did autocorrect just derp out your thing? Because star, okay. The neon blue star is not mine. For whatever it's worth, the neon blue star is Mari's. So I will not condone you eating somebody else's star. You cannot eat Mari's star. You also can't eat my star, but you definitely can't eat somebody else's without their permission. If they give consent, all right, sure, you can do that. That's fine. But I cannot give consent for somebody else. That's not how consent works. Mari can eat my star? No. What? No, I didn't. Azumi, please. Anyways, elemental stars. There's 6 of us. We have 6 stars. We're in different colors. In my Discord announcement, I circled mine. Mine is the far left. I am the star on the far left. But there's 6 of us. We're gonna do cool things. I love this logo. This logo is phenomenal. It's so because of somebody who's had a long-running special interest with astronomy. It is so comfy cozy. It is just the coziest thing ever. I love outer space. I love stars. It's so good. Is my hair color? Yeah. Branding. I have my primary color, and that is what my hair and my scales are color-wise, and so that's what it is. Stars are nice, yeah. Your phone hates me. AG ate yours. Star Eater's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Be careful with this information. I think we're okay. I think we're safe from the Star Eater Yu-Gi-Oh card because of all the special interests that I've had, Yu-Gi-Oh has never been one of them. Unless you were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh Abridged, in which case that's something different. That's something entirely different. No, the name is fantastic. The name, the logo, I love how basically everything has come out. It's just, I don't know, it works. Everything just works. You summoned Star Eater's too late for a bridge, don't worry. Good. I will say Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is I think was my gateway drug to not content creation, but the content creation side of the internet. Because, God, I love that. I love that series. You think you sold your copy of the card, so we're probably safe? Went shopping last week, found a bookstore that had a book titled Luna. It was talking about moon-related witchcraft, but it was 35 pounds, so I couldn't get it. Which is, I don't know what the exchange rate is for pounds anymore. But I'm sorry that I'm sitting here trying to do math in my head. I'm like, nope, that's not working. I think it's like 45 bucks, which is a lot for a book. That is a lot. 1 pound is 1 gallon. All right. Hold on. I can work with this. We can work with this. Okay. I love that I'm my own rater, by the way. I love the way that Twitch works. It's like, oh yeah, the streamer is also a rater. It's about $48. That's so expensive. I guess they were really concerned about moon-related witchcraft or something, or it's a really damn nice book. The stars set you on a tangent. If there's nothing that I have learned from streaming for the last 18 months, it is that there is nothing but tangents in this stream. I will have myself, especially during yappy streams, I will have myself like laser focused on something. And then anything happens. Literally, somebody says something in chat. Something happens in a game. Something, and immediately my brain goes, okay, cool, we're going that way now. Like, I don't, why? Gotta love seeing radar on all the automated messages, right? All of like the shout outs and stuff is like, oh yeah, the raider is giving this shout out to the other raiders. It's something. It's very silly. ADHD streamer for ADHD viewers is just pure chaos and tangents. That is, I believe, what this stream is. It is absolute ADHD chaos. Does my astronomy fixation extend to the actual planets and stuff? It was mostly planets, actually. Most of my interest was with like Jupiter and its moons, Saturn and its moons, actually all of the gas giants and their moons. When I was a child, I had this thick hardcover planets book that's effectively a coffee table book. This big like 1.5 by foot sized book that I think I've read 15 times. Like cover to cover, had all images, it was both scientific and I don't want to say not, because it wasn't not scientific, but it was like it was the coffee table book style of like lots of nice pictures, very, very pretty, and also gives you all sorts of factoids and stuff. And I am pretty sure I read that thing cover to cover 10 times. And especially anything that was not in the inner solar system. So what it's meant is that like as time has gone on and we've discovered more and more stuff about those outer planets and especially their moons, I'm just sitting here like I have like rapt fascination of more. Give me more. It's like grabby hands. Give me more of this stuff, because it's so interesting. I don't know if that's the case for everybody. I'm assuming it's not. I'm assuming I'm weird in this, but everything about that is just like endlessly fascinating, and I will forever be like, yes, give me more of this content. A webpage that theorized what the colors of plants on other planets would be, and it was cool, specifically depending on this type of star. Oh, that sounds wild. And that it is one of those, like, I never would have thought of that. A lot of the videos and stuff that I've been watching is around like habitability, and I know that a lot of those like super bright stars and stuff or super dim stars are not particularly habitable because of the way that they're like with the super bright stars, they don't last long enough for life to actually form. But on super dim stars, on like red dwarf stars, you've got issues of variance in sunlight, and like solar storms are a problem or something like that. But I can imagine that, like, because it's the red dwarfs and the blue stars and the white stars, it would change the color of plants, because it's a different part of the spectrum I never thought about that. It's like thinking through it, be like, oh, that is something that would be a thing. It's brilliant. I never thought of that. The habitable zone, gravity, light, yeah. No, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. What color is my outfit, blue or purple? It's Blurple. Done, easy. It is the color of my outfit. In fairness, I do have shaders on, so you can't, it is difficult. It is an actual color. When I think it was my second piercing, IRL, they were like, what color stud do you want for this? And it's literally, the color of it is literally Blurple. That is the name of the color. You know what I'm talking about. And even though if it sounds stupid, alright, fine. It is the name of the colors, the mix between blue and purple. Where it's like, it's a very bluish purple, or it's a very purplish blue. So it's Blurple. This is, we're off to a fantastic start, by the way. We're 36 minutes in, and it's like, oh yeah, we're yammering about stars and Blurple. This is, honestly, it's about exactly what you would expect around here. Part of the idea that you had for the name was chemical elements come from stars. Oh, that's true. Yeah. We're blurpling here. But no, because of some OBS plugins that I've got, this is not like the true color of my model, or of not of my model, of my outfit. Have another scene that prepared that doesn't have that, but you can, if you need to see the exact color, it is the Blurple color in my character sheet. Life on a planet with blue star is more likely to see an ultraviolet light, but not capable of seeing warmer colors, whereas we can see close to infrared because part of the spectrum. Because we have little reason to have evolved to see as close to it as we do. It doesn't make up for a large amount of our needed visible light. The concept, the idea of, oh, we evolved so we see certain colors is mind-blowing. Is actually mind-blowing. Because it is. That is exactly how it works. Is we specifically evolved to see certain things, and other animals have more abilities to see other colors than we do. So it's like, I don't know, nature's weird, y'all. Shrimp colors. Nature is weird, y'all. It's fun, it's cool. There's a reason that it has always been a hyperfixation. You know, Discovery Channel, Animal Planet. Anyone else? Anyone else grew up on Steve Irwin? It's like, come to think of it, that's probably where the dragon and the lizard comes from. That's probably where the lizard brain comes from. I blame Steve Irwin. 07, rest in peace. And screw you, stingrays. Every single goddamn stingray, I hate you. I hate every single one of you. You all can burn in hell, you annoying danger pancakes. You grew up on a lot of Steve Irwin, you loved him as a kid. Steve Irwin, I did not appreciate him for what he was when I was like 7, but I appreciate him for what he was now. Although some prey-like bird evolved to see bright colors because of poisonous plant life making it necessary. And then you have the mantis shrimp who could see so much color in infrared and thermal. And it's just like that. Then there's also the idea of like certain things can literally see in other, like not spectrums of light. They can see thermal and they can see. It makes my brain hurt. It's like the ocean is freaking weird. The ocean is like the best way of describing hell on Earth, except it's also really damn cool. Because there is some weird shit going on in the ocean. Guess that's what happens when you just have all of your plant life and animal life be able to move in 3 dimensions instead of effectively on 2 dimensions. They can just freely go up and down and all around, and so it's like, well, now we have 3 dimensions of things to figure out, so now we're just gonna give you, like, do all of the weird things here. Hell on Earth if it was pretty, yes. Or less pretty, as is the case with some of the parts of the ocean, but yes. There's a reason why we have no idea what's going on at the bottom of the ocean. It's hell never was hot. It's just a wet mess. I mean, it also doesn't help that it's hard for us to literally get eyes on the bottom of the ocean. And there's a lot of the bottom of the ocean. Hi, Dara. There is an enormous amount of the bottom of the ocean that is hard to explore. It's hard to see down there when you do. And so like there's just always the discoveries. It's like we have mapped more of the moon surface than we have the ocean floor, which is crazy. It's like actually wild. Lizard. There are no lizards at the bottom of the ocean, unfortunately. It's not hard to have eyes at the bottom of the ocean. It's hard to have alive and functional eyes. You know, all right, I will allow that to be yes. Also, shout out to check us out over on Card soon.
Lizard.
Give the bottom of the ocean a P.O. box and the auto warranty people will find a way down there. You know, that's true. That's true. You know, you don't know that technically there could be lizards at the bottom of the ocean. We don't know that. I will rescind my statement. There are snakes that live in the ocean. There are snakes that live in the ocean, but not at the bottom of the ocean. Unless we're talking about the ocean floor, like the ocean floor at the beach, which is, I guess, I will angrily throw my hands up and say, all right, I guess that's technically the ocean floor, in which all of my arguments are invalid, and lizard. All right, fine. You win this time. Technicality. Evie has been defeated on a technicality, punk. You will now declare tube worms to be snakes for your purposes. That is fundamentally incorrect for many reasons, but I will allegedly allow it because it'd be cool if there were snakes on the bottom of the ocean. It would make it a lot more terrifying for some people. I like snakes. I like danger noodles. My favorite type of dwago is the noodle dwago. Noodle dwagos are great. Hi, Winter. Noodle dragons are the best, and I love danger noodles, and I love snakes. But I know that a lot of people do not. I know a lot of people are like, nope regarding snakes. So, you also like the dangerous noodle called bulldog? That's a different kind of danger noodle. I've never had bulldog. Winter's like, what do you mean? Poor Winter gets called out so much in my streams. There's so many times that I'm like, oh yeah, it's something in the Winter, and then inevitably Winter's like, peek. Danger noodle versus no probe. That's fair. Noodle dragons are cool. You do not wish I tried bulldog? have a decent spice tolerance, but I also don't like hurting myself. I don't like hurting myself with spice. Twig for a long time used to make things with like Carolina Reaper sauce and stuff like that. And for those of you who are unaware, Carolina Reapers are basically the hottest substance, the hottest they are the hottest peppers. Pretty much, period. I think there's some that eclipse them now, but like for a long time that was the top of the thing. And yeah, she would just like make tacos with Reaper sauce. I'm like, okay, you can do that. I will not partake in that. Thank you. I like kick. I like a solid bunch of cayenne or jalapeno, even the occasion of like habanero. We're good with that. Anything more than that, I'm like, no, that just hurts. That's just painful. I would rather not hurt myself when I'm eating my food, and I would like to enjoy the food. I stay away from ghost peppers, I stay away from reapers. So anything that's like super spicy, whatever levels of whatever, I'm just like, nah, I don't see a reason to hurt myself on this. Those of you who do see a reason to, you can have that. Iko Bokum! We still technically haven't had a Yoshi. Hi, Panda! Also, hi, D&D! Oh, you were playing Breath of the Wild? Let's go! Or you're going to play Breath of the Wild? I don't know. I love Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild's so good. But no, I will generally stay away from super spicy things, just because I don't feel the need for it. Because at a certain point, it is not flavorful. It's just hot. It's just pain. I know some people like pain. I'm a streamer. Inevitably that is a thing that happens. But yeah, you know, don't tell anyone you were about 45 minutes posting on my team post. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I think. we were talking about how you used to put Reaper sauce on stuff.
I'm listening.
Oh, you're listening downstairs. Okay, that's fine.
I do in fact enjoy watching my wife do things on camera.
That's ridiculous. That's actually utterly ridiculous.
Like, as much as, you know, some people might think it's embarrassing or, you know, like, the people do out of desperation. I do enjoy the work that you put into for your fans.
Yeah. Listen, I never know.
I like being a little stinker.
You are a little shit. This is true. Yeah, but it doesn't pick up the camera like it did for.
No, I was doing it for you.
She's crab walking behind me. she's crab walking. You don't think you've ever had a Reaper, but you're always down for pain? You know, that's fair. Hi, Rue! I'm ignoring you, James. I'm sorry, I'm streaming! I'll be done in an hour. What are you looking at?
I heard Rue and I got excited.
It's because she's right there. They're important. All
Tell
right.
Rue that I still crab walk.
Twig still crab walks and she still thinks of you every time. something elemental stars and Twagos. Hi, Kazzer! You love the Twig insert, especially the second best part of stream after yap time. No, and you really are getting like the full gamut of the yap sessions. Is the me sitting in the corner with a thing on the screen that I'm completely ignoring, not talking about because I have these other tangents happening, and then Twig comes in and does something silly, and then Predators make some darn good mochi ice cream. I don't think I've ever actually had mochi ice cream. It sounds good. This is every Evie stream. This is 100% true. Especially the icebreaker yaps. Oh, 100%. This is exactly what they look like. It is a series of... It is like a 2 to 3 hour chunk of stream of consciousness just... And now we go. With the occasional me being distracted by Twig interspersed. Mochi ice cream is pretty solid. You remember you were able to get the choco mint stuff at the bodega near your apartment in Japan? Oh, mint ice cream is the best, is actually just the best. And I imagine that and I like doing, like, one of my favorite combinations ice cream wise is chocolate mint and coffee. That combination is peak, top notch. I'm not gonna say cannot be beaten because it can be beaten, but it's like, it's really hard to beat that. I feel like mochi ice cream would be very similar to that. The all-father of milk is now the all-mother of milk. That just sounds weird. I don't know about that. Even yeah, because you need to be playing a game, because I feel like your hands and brain need to be doing something. Listen, this is my brain doing something. And I've threatened this before. If I ever get my hands on a model that is able to track my hands, y'all are in trouble, because you will be able to see
Lizard.
You'll be able to see all of the hand motions that I do throughout the entire Yappy segment of every stream. They don't stop. It's like, there's just, hi. I think I'm more and more Ecumbolcum. We've had 2 Ecumbolcums. But it's like, but live 2D models unfortunately don't have the ability to track hands, at least not normally. But okay, hand toggle noted. By the way, if the little art thing isn't an indicator, Rutuli is my model mama. She is the one that did my model and rigged my model and is currently working on other upgrades and stuff that may or may not be coming very soon. I'm not giving dates. It'd be cool. Not easily, but you can do things. It's specifically like hand tracking. When I see people have their hands tracked, I'm just like, send help to anybody who does that. Although I've also heard that the hand tracking has gotten significantly worse over time, which is unfortunate, because normally these things get, better, and the fact that the hand tracking has decreased in efficiency, the tech wasn't kept up with, is unfortunate. Not a lot of people want to do hand tracking, so they were on work. Yeah, I mean, the things that matters the most is the upper body, is your face, hands are, yeah, I imagine they're also more difficult, by a lot. Hand tracking sucks, yeah. Wait, how did it get worse? It was either the program or the hand tracking camera that people used that was everybody used this was discontinued or was not. It was either sunset or discontinued or something like that. And it's if you have one, you are lucky because you can't get another one. At least that's my understanding of all of it. Could you work with something similar to VR chat models because there's a lot of full body tracking in there? I could theoretically, but I don't want a 3D model at the moment. I just want my 2D. Listen, I just want my 2D to be able to do things. But there are also super low priority things that I'm not gonna be like, hey, Rue. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to, because we have many other priorities. I also don't want to be and now you do this for me, and then this for me, and then this for me, and then this for me. I don't give the artist a break. The Tism Island has 3 Evies. Now let the universe collapse. What does that mean? I don't. Also, ads are playing. What does that mean? Ads are currently playing. This will be the only ad break tonight, so enjoy. We will have 3 minutes of premium yap time, which I know is everybody's favorite. And then from there, you do it because you love me. And I love you too, Rue. You have done incredible work, and so I have nothing but good things to say. I have nothing but good things to say. Premium Yap is amazing. I love Premium Yap time. Premium Yap time is the best time. Also, I'm still noticing, and by noticing, I'm like, oh hey, look, we moved over, and we're almost gonna be like, oh, we're gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna show off things, and we're gonna do this stuff, and then here we are. 45 minutes later, and I have not talked about the things. This is why we went on this screen. Technically it works, so you're gonna go. I will answer your DMs as soon as I'm done streaming. I will be done in an hour. Dragons will always burn down nations if they show up to the same party dressed identically to one another. Is that like if two dragons order the same thing at dinner? Does that also involve burnination or freezifying or whatever element is needed? Is that also a thing? Evie goes into tops that are only discussed during Premium Yap. Yes, like Premium Yap. we only talk about Premium Yap during Premium Yap. It's a fact of life. Very similar. Ah, okay. I see. Tamagotchi? Oh, right. That was, again, one of the interesting things about the Dragon Fact is figuring out what the hell the context was when insert Dragon Fact here was created. That was Tomodachi Life. But that will only start a war that will go like 140 years or so. Ah, okay. True. I understood. The day we get 3D Evie, we're doomed. I don't know if doomed is the right word, but yeah, probably. Tism Island with multiple Evies. I don't know why I'm on Tism Island, but I'm sure. I just have severe ADHD. Doom? What do you mean, doom? Anyways, welcome back from ads. Hello, ad watchers. You definitely did not miss anything important during Premium Yap time, which will thusly no longer be discussed. Anyways, we do have cool things. So here's our logo. That's been up on the screen for a while now. We have other stuff though. Which one is this? Oh, hey, it's Estelle. So for those of you who have been watching the raid train, you will have seen this. I did not because I was sleeping. I went like an hour into Estelle's stream. I was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go take a nap so that I have energy during my own. And apparently, while I was gone, this got made for me. So I love this. I didn't realize that I needed a bunk. Babe. I have a hammer.
Is that the band hammer?
No, it's just a really big. I don't know if it's the band hammer.
Is that the hammer you hit me with?
Yes, actually, small girl with big hammer. I'm breaking ice.
Is your Tinkaton?
Huh?
Your Tinkaton.
That is literally what this was referenced. This was referencing. It was the Tinkaton card, I think, in TCG.
Nice.
I don't know if it's TCG or TCG Pocket, but no, we're breaking the ice. No, I love this. I love this so much. I cannot wait to show this off in places because it's so good. Peak character archetype is small girl with big hammer. Yes! I should? This gives me ideas. So as y'all, if you are here frequently, y'all may know, I have a weekly talk show on my stream. It is called The Icebreaker, and we yap usually on Mondays for 2 to 3 hours, freeform more or less like this. And I've been thinking, because I made my own like super simple logo for the show because I want to make sure that I represent it in my YouTube VODs and stuff like that. I was thinking about getting a logo for it. This gives me ideas for what to do about my logo. Big attack! You realize you did some outfit wrong, oopsie? I mean, it's fine. I do not mind. It is an all-time grade. No, it's so good. Take a deck. So what I'm hearing is you're respecing it to Lions, Great Claw, Hammer, Strength. Not this time. I'm having too much fun with Slashy Slash, but Big Idiot Bonk is good. We like Big Dumb Bonk. Glad you like it. I love the Tinkaton emotes. They're so good. Take a deck. But no, there's something to be said about Tinkaton and that like the hammer is bigger than you are. It's like no wonder I like Eto's streams because she is that. she has multiple artwork that she's released recently that is the same thing. We need more games with Big Dumb Bonk. You know that's true. We do. I'm sure we can find games with Big Dumb Bonk though. Did you get rid of the error type 404 what? Are you talking about the one specific dragon fact that may or may not still be there? I don't know. I think it's still there. I haven't gotten rid of most of the dragon facts that I was threatening to get rid of yet. Put the Megaton Hammer in every game. True. I mean, Night Rain, you can Big Bonk with Revenant, but she's low strength. I've never actually played Night Rain. I've been more focusing on just getting through the main game. And then if once we're done with that, then sure, maybe we play Night Rain, but I haven't gotten that. I will never get rid of, wait, what am I getting rid of? Snowball Fight? I believe chat has lost the sauce. Somewhere, at some point, chat went off the rails far enough to lose me. Hold on, what, huh? I'm so confused. Oh, Dragon Facts I said I would remove for like 6 months. A lot of those are like the single word ones. We're Snowstorm for a reason, you know that's true. Originally, Dragon type was not planned to be included in Pokemon and was just a placeholder type for the beta Mystical type while the team tried to iron things out. As the launch date for Red and Green drew closer, the team scrapped Mystical type and made Dragon type the default. Mystical type would later return to the franchise as a Fairy type. It's chaotic. We have, this stream is chaos. The Yap streams in particular are just 2 to 3 hours of chaos, followed by 2 to 3 hours of occasionally a game. You wouldn't know it, but I do every once in a while play games on this stream. Occasionally, every once in a while, I play games. Usually poorly, but it does happen. It's a shame we can't spam this. There's a reason that you can't spam that. You can spam all of the other throwables, though. You like how random shipping times are? Sometimes I'll pay for 2-day shipping, and it's like a week out and it arrives 2 days. It's yes.
Lizard.
No, the amount of times that, especially recently, that I've gotten like this is the free shipping that'll take 2 weeks, and then it shows up 2 days later. Is like, wait, what? Huh? What? Why? How? Also, I saw stretch and hydrate, so y'all better also stretch as I do so, and hydrate as I do so. Oh, it's another strap stream quote. Dragons are not weak to fairies. That was a lie propagated by Nintendo. Dragons are actually weak to Garys. I don't think we're weak to Garys, but I haven't seen the too many types type chart yet. Also, they misdirect your shipments to somewhere random for no reason. Watching the it shipped out of one place and then it goes to the next place and then it goes to the next place, and having all of those places getting farther away before it finally goes to that actual destination is always a fun hobby. It's always the like, wait, why is this thing that shipped out of Atlanta going to New York before coming to Charlotte? Huh? You literally passed Charlotte on the way to New York. Why are we doing this? It happens way more than it should. It eventually gets there, usually, sometimes, allegedly, but yeah. So we've got, so this is stuff from Estelle. She made this on stream earlier. It is me breaking the ice with a big bonk. And so I now have ideas on logo for Icebreaker. I have ideas. I'm not sure they're good ideas or actionable ideas, but I have ideas. It's also not good ideas if I want to keep it remotely simple, which is what I wanted the logo to be. But we'll see. We'll see. It's so good. It's so good. Thank you so much, Estelle. And then the other one that I have to show off is the one that Katie showed off early on. I've been sitting on this for months. Katie made this like a month and a half ago. I was like, oh, I can't show it off yet, but so it's just cost effectiveness. They put it on whatever chip. No, I know it's cost effectiveness, but it's still funny and I can still make fun of it. We had the amount of like back and forth that Katie and I had on this one, just because of the like, specifically eye shape. It helped both of us, because I had like a string of commissions that were like not quite right, and I was like, I don't know why. I think it's something like this, or I couldn't put my finger on exactly what I didn't like about them, and then Katie did a different version of this. It looked kind of similar, but like the look that she was going for was this final copy, the final edition. And I realized after having conversations, it's like, oh no, it's the eyes. And so there was a bunch of like, we went back and forth on what the eyes are supposed to look like. And then I realized I need to make that abundantly clear in basically every VGen com that I ever do. Because that is like the key part. And it's like the super important is like, I do not have these like the very big tall anime eyes. I have like wider, narrower, and kind of like, I don't know the best way of describing it. I am not an artiste.
CDMA eyes.
What?
Like the narrower pointy one.
Yeah.
It's CDMA. It's the anime term.
Tsurime?
Yeah.
Tsurime. Apparently there's an actual term for it. They look like glasses lenses. Yeah, a little bit. Draconic eyes. Well, the draconic eyes is the irises are draconic. And so that is something that basically every commission gets right. It's the specific shape of the eyes themselves instead of the irises, like apparently it's tsurime. I've never heard of this before. But yeah, it's like pointed eyes instead of rounded eyes. But yeah. So we both learned a lot of things, and now I will, in every single VGen commission that I ever do, or Skeb commission or whatever, every commission I will ever do, I will throw in the shot of my eyes, like zoomed in on the eyes. It's like, you go for this. This one legit improved your art too, and I'm glad to have been able to help, because like I would never have. You helped me figure out that this was a thing that had been bugging me about other artwork, and I helped you learn how to do things, and we ended up in a good spot, and we all did this stuff. It's cool. It's really cool. Thank you, Katie. But no, I have been sitting on this for like a month and a half, and I'm like, oh, yay, I can show it off now. Don't worry, there's gonna be more that's just like that in 2 weeks. But we'll get there when we get there. Here's the opposite. When you come, everybody gets the eye shape pretty right, but the iris is wrong. What are your irises? Are they like Lottily irises? It's amazing how it all works. Then when you talk to people, imagine. I feel like people think it's an art style choice, but it's a design choice. I think that's similar to. I think some of the issues that I've had in the past are. It's less that it's like, oh, this is a stylistic whatever, and more of a like. I think the people that I've commissioned are so used to doing things the one way that it's sometimes hard to do things a different way. And so, and maybe I'm wrong on that, and it's fine. Whoa, communication. How much pain was it to draw the icy scales? The one you did was so hard to do good. For everything that I understand, there are brushes for the scales. That is my understanding of how commissions with the scales work, is that there are brushes that really help with them. You had to go in and do a lot to make them look right? Okay, it is the brush helps, but also they need to be made, yeah, okay, that's fair. I am not an artist. I don't know how this works. Y'all artists out there are literal magicians. Literally magicians. I don't know how you do it. I just either put the request in or I'm just here doing things, and then people say that they're doing things, they're drawing me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, and I have no idea how any of it works. And I'm sure that a lot of y'all feel that way about like music, or I don't know, how I can yap for 3 hours. Because I feel like that's the case for like anybody who is like, I don't want to say good at something, but anybody that does a certain thing a lot has an understanding of how that thing works that's just kind of innate. You just do it. Like you don't think about it. I don't think about like, oh, I'm gonna go and yap, or I don't think about like, oh, I'm gonna when I'm playing saxophone or playing rhythm games or whatever, I don't think, oh, this is how I'm doing it. I'm just doing the thing. It's not, and so I'm assuming it's very similar. You're trying to make it a video for you spent so much time for something you did not know how it was in the end. Yeah, I was also thinking about making a video. I considered, but then I was doing stuff yesterday afternoon that kind of scrapped that idea before it actually got off the ground. I was like, you know, this would be a good idea, but I don't think it's the correct idea. The Evie situation. Yes, the Evie situation. That sounds so ominous. That sounds so like it's like, yes. What are your thoughts on the Evie situation? It sounds like it's the Evie situation is crazy. It sounds like it's drama, which we could do with a little bit less of in, you know, Waves hands broadly at VTuber space. We could use a little bit less of that. Although I don't know, maybe I just haven't caught wind of any good drama morsels recently, but I don't think there's been too much recently. It's been kind of nice, honestly. Aside from potential drama that is not really drama that involves this team. Katie mentioned it earlier. Like earlier as in like earlier today, which is just stupid. It's just dumb. But yeah. You just start some drama? Cracks knuckles. YouTube drama video like, the Evie situation needs to stop, and it's got some flesh tuber. Oh god. Please don't put my face next to some annoying flesh tuber YouTuber. Like, at least have it be another VTuber that's doing some kind of weird ass documentary. Like, if I have to appear in some kind of weird drama video or something like that, like, at least have it be a VTuber that's doing it. I don't need it. Leave the flesh tubers out of it. We have one of those in this community, and we support Noob. Noob is a very cool person, and we like him. But Hyperkey, we gotta get the documentary PNG tubers on it. I wonder how many documentary PNG tubers there are on YouTube. There's probably dozens. Dozens! We never talked about the Evie situation for a good reason, for that event should never be spoken, but today is the day we crack open that can of worms. The Evie situation. Hold on. I have it. The Evie situation.
Lizard.
It's just lizard. I get more to drink. Yeah, we can. I am very happy not being the target or the spawner of drama. If I start causing drama, somebody needs to check and see if I have been replaced by a doppelganger. New YouTube title just dropped. The Evie situation is getting crazy after this. Yes, and you also need to have like the thumbnail needs to be somebody being like next to my face. That's like my face. Hold on. My face is like this. You won't believe which VTuber got added to this team. Pogface funny and silhouette. See, this is the kind of stupid that you can expect if you were new here. This is exactly what you can expect. The Evie situation, it's so ominous, but it's ominous in the stupidest way. It is like peak YouTube video ominous, where it doesn't say anything, but it threatens. You won't believe VTuber joins team of the O-shaped mouth. I believe that is a Pog emote. Can't believe VTuber creates team. You won't believe VTubers on 2 teams. Is that allowed? Do the teams know? The teams both know. Do the teams is everybody okay with it? Coming back here. Then you click on the video and it's just a waffle falling over. No. It's dominoes. It's like the dominoes falling over. The forced team swap Dragon Council. You know. That is one of the best uses of. That is one of the best wrong uses of that particular redeem ever. That's so good. 2 timing with teams. This VTuber shot her true face going on. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So you're telling me I'm not gonna have drama with Amalia? No. No. Amalia is too good is too much of a silly bean to have drama with anybody, let's be honest. We love Amalia around here. For those of you who do not know, Amalia is one of the leads of my other team. I think at this point it's safe to say that she is by far the largest streamer on that team. No, she's cool, extraordinarily unhinged, but extremely cool. I love her. And is also in like day 60 of a subathon, so I will not be bothering her with things. But no, the Dragon Council does explicitly say, like, no, this is not an exclusive team. You can be on other teams. There are people that are members of other large VTuber teams while on the Dragon Council. I think there's multiple members that are in the last couple waves that are in both Eldenwood and Dragon Council. Like, there's 3 or 4 people that I can think of offhand that are in both. Plus, there's a bunch of just little smaller, like, kind of team groups. It's like, no, it's fine. It's not a problem. Double Agent Evie report. Ma'am, we got him. But yeah, no, I mean, it's explicitly allowed. So, like, joking aside, this is not a problem. And also, I've mentioned this on socials and stuff. I am going to be on both teams, and I will be taking part in events with both teams. I think there's actually there's like a kind of meet and greet or something with the dragons that's happening on like Tuesday that I will at least be a small part of. And when I do it on my birthday in a couple weeks, that will be with Dwagos. We will have 3 other cuties, of which one might be here still. I'm not sure if Winter's still here or not. But I'll have Wintergust and Waldall and Mori the Gremlin. And those will be friendos for a birthday AP. Mostly so that Katie isn't the one that gets screwed over by a terrible seed this time. It'll be dragons that get screwed over by terrible seeds. Hi, Eska. Again, Winter just lurking from the shadows. But yeah, no, it's not a thing. I will be in both. It is none of this is a problem. Like, this is good. We're having a good time. And I think I feel like any team, especially when you're a streamer with 20 or fewer average viewers, if you're on a team that's like, this is exclusive, you can't be on another what are you doing? What are you doing? And by you, I mean, what is your team doing? Because the whole goal is you're trying to make friends, you're trying to do stuff, you're trying to network, and a really good way of networking is networking through your friends to meet other people so that you get, like, yeah. Always watching, Silkus. Always watching. VTuber ruins archipelago seats. The Evie situation gets worse. Yeah, that's pretty much right. People are scary. No, you're not wrong. People are scary, but it's like, you know, it's helpful. Then again, I am just an extrovert, so I don't have necessarily issues about this. Plot twist, Katie is the one that ruined them. Yeah, the birthday AP is gonna be flawless. It's gonna be the best seed that any of us have ever done. We're gonna be done in like 3.5 hours and be like, shit, now what? I allotted 5 hours for this. What are we supposed to do now? And then we just yap for an hour and a half. But, you know, you're a more quiet extrovert. I am a reserved extrovert. It's the best way I can put it. It's like, when meeting people, it is hard for me to be the first to speak up. It is hard for me to engage in the conversation to begin with. That is where Twig comes in. Twig who is the outgoing introvert, will go up to anyone and start a conversation. I was gonna say pick a fight, but no, start a conversation. But then the second that you get me talking, Lizard, the second that you get me talking, it's over. I am your problem forever. Forever. I will not shut up. If you will allow me, I will never leave. It's like, no, I will. You're actually shockingly pacifistic. It's true, it's true. Also, hi, Minty. The second you get her talking, Lizard, I mean, that's also true. The second they get you talking will be the last second of their sanity. Also true. I can confirm that everyone in my stream, all regulars of my stream, are some forms of insane. Because I'm pretty sure that is just a requirement to be regular in my stream. People are like, oh, Rose is kind of quiet. Then they get to know me and you realize you don't shut up. But then they say, see, you actually don't say much. Are you saying that you don't shut up and you don't say much? Because that is me. But, you know, being insane is an absolute requirement. Yeah, exactly. Darkman, if you were not insane, you would not have put a Rickroll in the Dragon Facts. This is factual, and you know it to be true. You know it in your heart to be true. Talking is a nervous habit. I think like certain, I wouldn't call it nervous for me, but I've always been one to talk to myself, and I think that just kind of extends to others, where it's like I am very good at just vocalizing thoughts. Does anybody want to hear these thoughts? No, probably not. Although, like, I don't know, there's about 20 of you here that are very interested in hearing these thoughts. But like, realistically, it's very much a case of like, okay, so sorry, my phone just did something very silly and I don't know what just happened. If anything weird happens to my model, blame that? What is happening? Hold on. I'm just gonna keep talking, and if my model stops moving, then I will fix that if it happens. I don't know what's happening. I just see things popping up on my phone. I use an iPhone for tracking. I see things popping up on my phone that I don't know. I have no idea why they're popping up. Now she blames the phone. Not gonna lie, you thought everybody talks to themselves? I think I told myself that everybody talks to themselves for a long period of time, and then I'm like, no, that's actually not something everybody does. And there was something that Twig and I actually talked about of the like, not everybody has an internal monologue. Not everybody, whether it's internal or external, not everybody does that. Which is weird as someone who vocalizes their internal monologue. Even before I started streaming, I vocalized my internal monologue to myself as a way of keeping it from going off the rails. And keeping like to a topic of whatever. Like I would do that and just like mumble to myself or whatever, and I'm sure that people were like, she's freaking insane, which is true, but you just speak with your inner demons when bored. You know, that's true. I do this as well. There was no author when it was called out of the Dragon Fact bag. There was no author, but I knew. We know. Anyways, but yeah, the like I've always been one to just externalize thoughts as a way of just keeping my thoughts straight, keeping them in line. And when I learned that, like, oh no, not everybody actually even has an internal monologue, let alone has the ability to externalize them, was crazy. It's crazy to learn that. Those thoughts are not no, they're they're quite gay. But that's, yes. that's a different problem? I don't think it's a problem. It's not a problem, but it's a different, you know, during Pride Month, you know, there's a reason that I have these little hearts up here. They're those weird people, but then who's weird? Those not having internal monologues or us having full-blown world building to cause the perfect monologue? Yeah. This is true. This is all true. Your thoughts are purely asexual. Also valid. Also incredibly valid. I do think, like, as time has gone on, I think I'm more and more, I don't think it's because anything's changed. I think I'm realizing that I'm more and more ace than I thought I was initially. And I'm not gonna, this is not something that I'm gonna be like, oh, now I'm doing that, because it's a sliding scale. Like, you can be any level of that, and it's like, whatever, it's fine. But it's, I think I've realized, like, oh no, I'm more ace than I ever gave myself credit for. I just thought everybody was like that. It's, you know, it's a whole, oh, I just thought everybody was like this kind of thing. And then, you know, that's not how, that's usually not actually true. The gayest things you ever heard came from straight people. This is also true. The times when somebody says something to you and you're like, are you listening to yourself right now? Because what you said is very not straight. Or what you said is very, very queer. What? I'm the team's ace. No. Rose is the team's ace. I'm just theoretically I'm a potential second ace. I'm a backup ace. It's fine. But again, I'm not, I tend to avoid labeling stuff in general. Like, I am very happy with just being like, no, this is who I am. I am just me, and I don't want to attach labels that I then feel like I need to abide by. And I think it's something that a lot of people in the LGBT community in general often do, especially early on in their discovery journeys, is be like, I am this label. I am this other label. Oh, maybe I'm both of these. And then they make that their identities. And it's like, well, you don't need to. You can be your own person and have that be a facet of who you are. And so I try to stay away from being like, oh, I am thing, and grabbing all the flags and grabbing all the paraphernalia. It's like, no. I mean, like, I have a pan pride heart and a pan pride emote. But that is kind of the extent to, like, it is literally just who I am. And it's like, no, that's fine. That is the extent to as much as I want to acknowledge it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be here, I'm gonna be yapping, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon, I'm gonna be playing randomizers. Sometimes I will be yapping while playing a Pokemon randomizer. That is what we do here. But yeah, you want a flag. And you're also just me. Add Rose Demonstrea. Who is this? You bought a flag emote. That counts. And to be fair, so did I. So did I. It was one of those, like, Rue can attest to this. It was like on on June 1st last year, when I was getting together my stream, and I was like, wait, hold on a second. It's Pride Month. I should at least have something. And immediately scrambled. It was like, Rue, I will pay a premium if you rush out a pride emote for me. And she was like, all right, sure, there you go. Labels are tricky. You do get the sense of comfort. It does bring comfort, but for the most part, no, I'm just here. I don't know. No, I mean that's kind of where I'm at. Just in general, is the like, no, I'm just here. It's kind of like I am an entire package of a human being or a dragon, as it might be, and this is kind of who I am, and I'm not going to try and fit myself into a box for the sake of, I don't know. And people can do that, and they can find solace within those boxes, but you do have to be careful of going too far into that box and not realizing that, oh, there's all of this other space that you can be. You can be a girl that's into video games. You can be a girl that's into sports. You can be a guy that is into otherwise feminine things, or quote unquote feminine things like art and other stuff. Like, you can do that. Those are things that you can do, and that I wish that more people would be like. And when I say more people, I don't mean it is unlikely I'm referring to anybody in this stream. This is people that I meet in real life. I live in a place with a very, very strong banker culture that does not know how to take itself not seriously. They do not understand the concept of we do things for fun. And I wish people would let themselves have fun, let themselves experiment, let themselves try shit, and not think, oh, this isn't masculine, this isn't feminine, I refuse to do it. Like, can we have less of that? Can we have you try things and be like, oh, that's cool, I want to do that? Or try something and be like, I don't like that, let's not do that, and not try and fit themselves into boxes. This is much more of an issue outside the spheres that I'm in, but it is still a thing within some of these spaces. It's like, yeah, you can be a straight guy who enjoys a bit of blush and eyeliner. We stand. You love every nanometer. Aww. Twink is sitting right behind me. Yeah, no, it's like, you know, you don't. People are complicated. The world is complicated. And so there's no reason to force yourself to be simple. I guess that's what we're coming. You were here for 2 hours of silly yapping. Well, you're gonna get about 5 minutes of very real yapping, and then we'll go back to being silly. We'll go back to talking about the Evie situation. We'll go. The Evie situation is crazy. She was being serious. You can't be sick. Yeah. But no, it's like, yeah. People are weird. People are complicated. So yeah. And I appreciate all of y'all for being here. All of y'all for hanging out. We got 15-ish minutes to go before we raid into one Rose Demonstria. Evie gets serious addressing the allegations. God, the Evie situation. It's so dumb. The Evie situation in general is so dumb. But the Evie situation as a concept is so funny. Also, Pigman said hydrate, so y'all better all hydrate. I just did. I will hydrate again. I don't have much hydrating left to do. But that's why we have a break in 15 minutes. And in my case, by a break, I mean a raiding out. Pigments does say a lot of things. Pigments is also a good bean. We enjoy the pigments around here. Hence the 70 stream streak earlier. Sometimes. Yeah, we're all comfy. Are we talking about the same guy? I don't know what he's like in your stream. Around here, he causes appropriate amounts of problems. cause appropriate amounts of problems. Personally, you're waiting for the Evie apology video at the end of the Evie situation. I feel like this is something that now needs to be a thing. I just have a series of shorts on the Evie situation. Never say anything about what the Evie situation is. Just talk about the Evie situation and then issue an apology that is like the least apology you could ever do. As another short? Oh my gosh. Addressing the situation. No. It's not I made a mistake. It's I'm sorry you thought I made a mistake. You have to gaslight people into thinking that there was an Evie situation and that it was my fault, but it's actually their fault because they're the ones that are. No. I'm sorry, you're wrong. Evie becomes a fake poster. Wait, I'm not already a fake poster? My teaser for this team was the most low effort. I posted 6 stars and an eyes emoji. I posted 6 star emojis and an eyes emoji. That is all I did. A certain dragon is fake posting. No. There's no vaping that happens around here. It seems oddly specific. I mean, yes, if you figured it out ahead of time, which I'm assuming some of y'all understood what was happening. I'm like, y'all are smart cookies. I know that some of y'all had figured out this whole team thing. It's just a question of what was the name and who was in it. But, I was, put up a short, which is just that person keeps fake posting, makes someone feel away. The F you call me smart? How dare? Listen, you're here watching twitch.tv/EvieSilkus on a day of a pile of raid trains. I think there's dumber things that you could be doing. There might not be many dumber things that you could be doing, but there are dumber things. And so, Yoshi, I'm a star. Hi, noob. I am a star. I have a new team. It's the Elemental Stars. Also, hi, Tibby. You're as dumb as an Anki? I mean, that's fair. Entity may or may not have said thing about Entity. I love that we're getting more and more increasingly vague. Thing said thing! Allegedly! About thing! It's just so dumb. And the unfortunate thing is, this is exactly how drama works. That is what gets you views on Twitter. Which is why we don't use Twitter. The drama's unfolding, which is why we don't use Twitter. I have a Twitter, so nobody steals my name and starts posting random shit. Saying that people are saying words on the internet about the subject. And it changed everything. Oh, now you see, have you been lurking for literally hours? Listen, I didn't see you say anything. Or maybe I did, and I'm losing my mind because we're, 2 hours into a Yap stream. That implies that I've ever had my mind during a Yap stream. It's, Evie allegedly dodging her own situation by yapping. I dodge most things by yapping, let's be honest. The greatest keep talking and nothing explodes player? Is that the name of the game? I don't know if that's the name of the game. I am the greatest keep talking and nobody explodes player in the history of existence. I've never played that game. I assume that I am the greatest keep talking and nobody explodes player in the history of existence. No, actually you just got here. Yeah, exactly. I saw your I'm in pain, and I don't know whether you're in pain because you're laughing about what is happening here, which is valid, or if because you've been wandering around, I don't know, Disney, I think, for, 12 hours. Both are valid. Both are valid. You'd die so fast if I was the manual reader. Shut it. No, I will prove you wrong, maybe, someday. I should play that game. I never have. It seems like something that would be right up my alley, but also, the problem with that game for me is the problem that I had as a DM for D&D. I am very, very bad at describing things. I am very bad at describing things. So I would not be good if I'm trying to describe the things that are happening that you should be seeing on the screen. That'd be really bad. You okay, Stinky? You're also terrible at describing things. It was an issue, it was like a legitimate issue of like when I was DMing for my campaigns, for my D&D campaigns, it's I can run the game flawlessly. I can world build very well, but the actual as you're going through the game and describing people and describing the environment, describing what things look like is not something I'm good at. What color are the wires? Some sort of blue and purple, I think. So, this is Blurple. It is actually true color. Did you know that? Then everything explodes. Listen, I wouldn't have called it Blurple if it wasn't an actual thing. I literally have Blurple earrings. They are called that. So I will not take Blurple slander in this stream. Don't call me dumb. Yeah, exactly. Blurple's a thing. And it is basically the color of my outfit. This is literally what it is. Of scround, the best shape. Now, the real question is that a squared circle? Or is that a circled square? These are the questions that need to be answered. It's not just indigo. I don't know. It's literally called Blurple. And sure, that might be shorthand, but I don't know what indigo is. And the Evie situation deepens. Is Evie dumb, or is Blurple actually not so innocent? It's a circled square. Purple. Now we're just in the full we're actually going insane part of the stream. It's fine. It's the color of Discord's logo? You can change the color of Discord's logo, though. Discord's logo is just blue. It's like a grayish blue. Well, not grayish, but it's like a sky kind of blue. Ow. Is Blurple a blue purple or a purple blue? That is the consideration. Is it? Which one is it? The world must know. The Evie situation will not be resolved until we discover the truth about Blurple. Honestly, the Discord logo is similar to my primary blue color than it is to the Blurple color. Unless I just have a weird Discord logo. Which I might. I don't know for sure. Because you can customize your Discord logo, so you can have it be different colors. You think yeeted moms aren't yeeting? I've been yeeted at 3 times in the last minute. Did we just create the Blurple accident now? Yes, you did. See, they work. That was a floatzel. You just threw my baby at me. How could you do this? It's a muted blue. Yeah. Listen, we can create any kind of nonsense on this stream. We have the power. That was not a floatzel. Listen, I saw it looked like a floatzel for the quarter second that I saw it. Ow. That was a premiere ball. yeah, that's the actual Evie incident. Is that I'm actually a paid actor. I have never played Pokemon in my life. I actually don't know the Pokemon apart from each other. Actually, the worst. I only know the first 151 Pokemon. Those are the only Pokemon. Those are the only real Pokemon that exist. Premier balls are only for the cool Pokemon. It's so true. Okay, was like you behind the scene all the time. And actually, yes. Yeah, it's true. Lady Digimon. I don't actually know. Is that a Digimon?
Yeah,
oh no, she's gonna show me.
It's okay.
Has it been drawn on the internet?
It's been drawn on the internet before. I'm pretty certain we were on the internet.
Okay.
Okay. You know, like, there's a joke of, like, Pokemon. They're little monsters.
Yeah.
Digimon that's just dinosaur with gun, or that's just person.
That's just a person? Yeah.
It's just person.
Oh, it's that one! Okay, yeah. I know which one that is. Let's not talk bad about the people who only know 151 Pokemon. It's not that the people only know 151 Pokemon. That the people that only know 151 Pokemon then use that as I know Pokemon, and then make all of their opinions on later games, which usually means that Gen 1 is the only valid generation, which is factually incorrect, because Gen 5 is the best gen. See, we went through an hour and 57 minutes of this stream without me actually giving any opinions on Pokemon. Gen 5 is the best Pokemon generation. Period. Done. That's it. That's it. I'm just above for doing as a master ventriloquist. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Gen 5 is the best gen. I only know the first 25. Yeah. No. I know more than 25 because I know that Evie exists. You and I just disagree on which is the best Gen 5 game? Do we?
You like Black White 2.
That's fair. You like Black White 1, I like Black White 2. I think they're both just very good, though. You go again Googling what a Gen 5 is. One of the safer Google searches that you could have had. To be fair, danger is a common name for dragons, as they are typically dangerous and like to let people know. It's the 5 gens you need to fix in Dead by Daylight? Ah, yes. True. You throwing a premiere ball at Calyrex and it working? Sorry, I'm reading up in chat. I was like, okay. Evie gave her opinion on Pokemon's best gen. Did she finally redeem herself and get out of the Evie situation? Of course not! And now you have... Now, you have to have a YouTube thumbnail of, like... We're no longer in, like, the PogChamp face. We're in, like, the shocked face. The, like... The... Oh, no, she gave an opinion face. Like, it's... We have the Evie situation on lock. Kanto. I'm sorry, I don't see British. Amazing. I'm just like, Ronnie is a cutie pie and adorable and is very much loved by the Gooners. This is objectively true. Yes. We finished the Ronnie. Have I wifed her yet? Yes, I have. I did that last stream. I'm surprised you missed it. I think they're speaking. You're at a movie. That's a likely excuse. I think they're speaking British now. I think chat has officially gone off the rails. You don't actually know what you're doing? I don't remember what you were doing during that stream. I don't think you were at the movies. But I don't know. I don't remember. That's not relevant. At this point, I'm just stalling for 7 minutes. Tuesday? You what, mate? That is the extent of the British that I know. I'm sorry. I can't believe Evie would call me and it's off the rails Pause for talk. The situation's out of control. Listen. The late night crew hasn't truly turned into the late night crew yet, although I do see plenty of you people that are still up, so it's fine. If I could be a level 1 class from D&D 5.5e, what would it be? You have to stay in your real world and it can't level up? It just sounds miserable. We don't go off the rails at all. I mean, if I could be a level 1 class, I would love to have cantrips. I would love to have prestidigitation so I don't have to clean. That'd be great. You'll be going to bed soon. I do believe you. It's not you that I'm particularly concerned about. It's all the rest of you. It's late where Pigments is... It's late where Pigments is, so you need to set an example. True. That does not stop him from entering my stream at 9:30 and going, ah, yes. Remy it! The most dragon fact of all dragon fact. That one's staying in, by the way. Of all the purges that are going to be done of dragon facts, that one is staying in. As a threat. We only reflect the streamer. This means I'm concerned about myself. I mean, yes, but also... You just want to have the friends cantrip, not to have anything nefarious. You just want people to laugh at your jokes instead of... That's just depressing. What was the context of that? I don't know. It was Remy it. The context was that you mistyped something and then yelled at me and was like, let me have my points back, I messed it up. And I'm like, well, I don't know, and then it never got taken out. Will your life's work remain in it? We'll stay tuned and find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, I think. You're probably Shadow. Oh god, they're speaking British again! I will snooze the ads one more time. Distracted is the name of a sheltered dragon that lives in a volcano. Ice dragons that generally never hear of or go anywhere near. Distracted. Me, always in distracted. Yeah, I will actually start wrapping up at this point because we do need to raid out in 4 minutes. We're gonna be going to Rose Demostrea, who has been here for most of the time. I imagine she's like, you know, getting her stream together now or something. In distracted freaky. Your words, not any of ours. Your words, Dark Man. You're in panic mode? Good. That's my secret. I'm always in panic mode. I said it! No! I also love this community. This command is currently on cooldown. Please wait another second. And here's my proof. Oh god, not a boss battle! Right before my stream clip dies. Yeah. All dragons eventually find a familiar. Usually these comes in the shapes of mighty wizards, brave warriors, or some other powerful creatures of myth. Evie Silgus, however, accidentally got bonded to a goblin named Twig. It's true. We even put a ring on it. It's always cute. It's like Twig. Twig is not listening to me. Huh? Okay, Twig just did the heh.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, sure.
These are different things that you're gonna think.
Right, sorry.
One day you're gonna have to know.
I'm not fluent in Goblin, I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, that's the fun part. Does the Twig wear the ring Isabel? No. If you've seen a full art of Twig when Twig isn't a plushie, Twig is like full size. Like, Twig is technically a half goblin. So, like...
No, Twig's a goblin.
I thought it was...
It's a little tall.
Oh, it's a, sorry, a little on the tall side goblin.
2.5, 3 feet.
3 feet tall. Okay.
Viewers doesn't have other people around it, so.
Yeah. Anyways, we will actually close out. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here for 2 hours of Yappy Yap. You will get more Yappy Yap tomorrow. I will be posting my schedule very shortly. If you would like to join the Stars Discord, check out the Discord, the team Discord. Also, at the same time, check out me on socials. Follow me on Blue Sky, my YouTube, I post VODs and shorts, and my own Discord. I will be active in both the team and my Discord. Do not worry. I will probably be more active in mine, but I will also be in the team Discord. I will be back on Monday. I'll be back tomorrow for our normal icebreaker. So that means you're gonna get back-to-back full-on yap sessions. Yeah, tomorrow's yap session might be slightly shorter just because I've already yapped for 2 hours, but we're gonna worry about that tomorrow. I need to actually get together a read message. Do the thing. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Odd, I'm struggling. We're gonna do eat the stars. So for non-subs, let me. Is Rose online? Actually, let me click the snooze button on my ads one last time. I'm assuming Rose is on. Okay, Rose is live. I will find her. Rose. That is not how you spell that. Rose demonstrate. Okay, I will start raid. For those who would like a raid message that are not subscribed, have a raid message for that. If you would like a raid message for those who are subscribed, we're gonna throw in some. Oh God, what is happening? I'm trying to. There we go. Oh wait. Hold on, we have. I'm trying to. That's the emote I'm trying to get. There we go. There we go. Okay, sorry, I'm struggling here. It's fine. I usually don't make the custom stuff because this is exactly what happens. Is that I fail miserably at it, and it's fine. There we go. Have a yap raid. But once again, thank you all so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow. I hope that y'all have a good rest of your evenings. Enjoy the next leg of the Yap Train with Rose. Hop in the team Discord and do all that stuff, and I will see y'all